Hi, once again, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Mwangi Mary. I love the Lord as my Savior. And as we continue listening to our videos, to these videos, I feel encouraged because many of you are appreciating. And I want to thank the Lord because this is the Lord's doing, so that we can be able to understand our teenagers, so that we can have less stress even as we go to do our normal duties. Now, my last video, I talked about that class 5 girl. And now I want to talk to us, and especially the young mothers. We really need to be very, very, very careful. Let's have that instinct, the paternal, maternal instincts on our children, that whenever you are, if you feel something is not very, very right, your instincts should tell you to call. At least today we have an advantage because it's the digital world. We have phones, we can call to find out. Anytime you feel like something is not right, just find out. Just call to find out so that you may know. And the other thing, as you saw, this girl, the young girl, wanted to talk to the mother, but the mother is very, very, very busy. Please, let's have that time. Whether you're busy, whether you're cooking, have the 5 minutes cannot mess up with your program. Now, as we continue, because now I want to continue and go even now to the teenagers, not the class 5 girls. I see that I have 3 categories of our teenagers that I want to talk about. But before then, I want to give you a few tips that should help you to handle your teenagers, for you to have less stress, and we move on. Let me talk of one of the tips. Please, let's stop comparing our teenagers. Don't compare them with your neighbors because they do well in school. Don't compare them with their classmates or any other. That one, the moment you do that, that's when you shut them down and they start doing their own things because they can never make it the way you want. So, comparison makes them feel, even a bright teenager may even decide not to do anything in class. Remember, their minds are very, very, very young. They don't know the consequences that when they say, okay, mom or dad feels that so and so is better than we, they can actually gang up against you as your own children. And they say, from now, we will not be doing our studies. We are going to behave differently. Be very careful not to compare them. Tell them they are better than all, even when you know that they're the worst. Please use a language that will keep them going, a language that will make them feel, yes, they belong. Yes, our parents, they believe in us. And I tell you, they can do others and they can give you joy. The other thing I want to ask my dear parents, including me, remember, I'm also included. The other thing is that never, never, never make them the decision makers back at home. What do I mean by this? I know in some homes, and especially with girls, dads, I'm not attacking you. We love you so much, dads. But you may find that you give your daughters the power to make decisions that even the mother cannot make any decision. Remember, this is a teenager. And the moment you show them that hatuwezi nunua this because, sorry for using Kiswahili, not all of us understand Kiswahili, and I'm also very poor in it, by the way. Now, this is a teen, you're giving that authority. They feel superior. Let me say, there's a time I used to talk to mothers. I used to be given a chance, maybe in a church. I'm called, I talk to mothers. And you will find that there are mothers who are so depressed because they cannot talk to their teenagers. Why? Because they've been given the mandate to be decision makers. Even when you want to eat, you want to ask them, what are we going to eat? Almost making a decision on your own money. That teenager, even back in school, she will not be told by teachers because she's the one who says at home. So why should she be told back in school? And remember, the moment you give them that, they take power. You move from your seat of authority. You move from there. Then you go down, you put them up there. Even if there are issues in schools, in discipline cases, I tell you, even if you go there, you cannot be able to make any decision. You cannot be able to correct this teenager. That's for us parents. Maybe you didn't know that. The other is the shouting that we do. I know I don't want us to imitate the Wazungus, because the Wazungus, they have a way that they do not shout. And the discipline sometimes that they give, it really helps a lot. Okay, I know us, we don't have that time. But the shouting makes them shut on you. They don't see you. They put a picture or they bring a video that when you're shouting there, I am watching a movie. Of course, the attitude they have or what they change to when you're making noise, it is not positive, but something negative. Let's try to avoid. I said that I got all this information from our teenagers. I was very free with them because I needed to know much more of the behaviors that they have. And you will find that these are the things that they don't like. I don't say that you don't correct them, but don't make it a routine of shouting. One of them told me one time, it was a group, and they said, Matron, we have ears to hear. At times our parents, they shout so much every other day, like we don't hear. Please, parents, I want to help ourselves, and especially the young mothers. I want to reach to you so that maybe what we pass through, because we were not enlightened to have all this information with us. So that, and the generation is very different. This is a new generation that is not when we used to grow up. We are different. And that's why I feel that we should try as much to do what I'm saying, because it is from them. It is not from me. It is not from the YouTube. It is from these teenagers. And by doing that, I know that it is possible for us to be able to handle our teenagers, to have less frustrations, less depression. Whenever you go, whatever you do, remember, this is another tip I'm giving. Remember, at times we have issues back at home, domestic issues. And you want our teenagers to carry your problems. You fought with your husband, you did this, you have no money, you have no that. Remember, their minds don't have the capacity to carry more than they can. They can't contain. So our problems at home, whenever you give them, you will see them quiet. They will say, Pole mom. They will say, Pole dad. But let me tell you, they carry, but they cannot be able to handle because they have no solutions. And what happens next? There are those that will rebel. There are those that will start watching even very, very, very funny movies that you don't want them to watch. There are those that will go into drugs. Please, let us know the capacity of our teenagers, that we don't need to feed them with our issues or problems. Let's behave like our parents. Others, they have younger parents. But our parents, we didn't know when they are fighting or when they are not fighting. We didn't know when there was money or when there was no money. But today, I thank God, because at least we have the freedom to talk to our children. Because today you can sit down your teenager, tell them in a way that they can understand, a language. Today we are educated. We know the language to use on them. Sit them down, tell them Baba, Mama, because sometimes we call them that. We call them Baba, Mama. Use that sweet language, the sweet words, the sweet names. Tell them, for now, We can't be able to do A, B, C, D, but soon it is coming to happen. It will come back because not all the time we are able to give them what they want. So, my dear parents, those are just a few tips that I have given unto you, and I know we are going far. I know things will change. Please practice it at home. This is the Lord's doing. It is a calling. I went through this so that I can share, so that we can help each other, and that we can be able to take good care of our parents. Thank you very much. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to comment. Don't forget to ask questions. And also give a thumbs up. Thank you. As you're welcome to my next video. God bless you.